Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me for the daily MOTUS bugs update. Or I guess it's just a MOTUS update for May 29th, 2026. So this is the second day I'm doing it, and just trying to get the word out there about what's the latest news on what's going on with MOTUS, where are we at, and want to run through some of the bugs that we're seeing and, some of the stuff people are reporting to us on motusbugs.com, and just kind of dig in from there. So I think first off, it'd be good to just start off going through some updates. Like, I guess the system, as far as we can tell, just still is not working even well for FMCSA staff. Anything related to like data, new carriers again are able to get in and apply for authority, apply for a DOT number, those sorts of things. It seems like without a ton of problems, save we're still getting a lot of people that are having trouble just even getting through identity verification. But if you've got data that was in the old portal, you've had a DOT number since before MOTUS was launched, which is pretty much everybody, you're likely having significant issues as far as people that we're talking to. So I thought it'd be good to just go through some bugs that we're seeing on MOTUS that it's getting reported to us. So the first one I want to walk through right now. Let's share my screen. And here you can see we've pulled up this company, Defiant Transport LLC. Thanks for submitting this, Corey. So we're in the MOTUS search page, and this is just a public page anybody can get to. So if you go to motus.dot.gov, click on search, and then go to search companies. You see that you can search by a DOT number or a legal name. So I'm going to just grab Corey's DOT number here and click search. It pulls up Defiant. We click on this. And we can see the business information, their email, that sort of stuff. And when their biennials due, and then operation details. So we can see that this is stuff you would normally see on Safer. They must be an interstate and for-hire carrier. It's kind of interesting that these are just color contrasted. Seems like that would be really hard if people have low vision to work through, but that's the choice they made. And so under here, there's nothing about an operating authority. Now, this company doesn't have an operating authority that's been granted yet, as far as we can tell. But you would expect on the old licensing and insurance system, you can go and see a pending application, which is what we see here. You normally land on L&I under the carrier details page. And then if you go to pending application, you can click and see what type of authority they're applying for. But that doesn't seem to exist at all in MOTUS as far as we can tell. So we're going to make note to FMCSA that really that should be visible. So that's the first bug that I'm going to point out this morning. The second is going through this carrier right here, DOT 3493796, Mohawk Delivery. Stumbled across this one, noticed that here, same kind of information, but here we've got operating authority registrations, and you can see that they have, at least according to MOTUS, an active, and that's interesting, failed to fetch minimum insurance required. So they're having some trouble with one of their endpoints, I would assume there. But the current status is active on their operating authority. There's no rows of operating authority history. You can see their BOC3 filing on file there. But the DOT number is inactive. And so really those two things should not be able to exist together, but they are as of right now. So the next thing to run through is we've been seeing a lot of these emails come through. Man, MOTUS, they're trying to reduce bugs, but we're getting emails left and right from our clients sending us this exact email. And so, hi, this is Jenny from Carrier Support. I'm reaching out because your recent submission for the company name, DOT number could not be fully processed. So this is for, she's saying she's with Carrier Support Department, and I assume this has got the FMCSA logo. Obviously, that doesn't always register. It's from the DOT, and their URL is saferweboperations.info. I reported that to Google Safe Search as spam already, trying to get their domain blacklisted from anybody that's using Chrome. But, it's got the FMCSA's address and DOT. So, I mean, this is really vicious. And it's, they're asking you to submit some payment information. Surprise, surprise. I did look at this, this unsubscribe link. They're sending these via resend. So for my developer friends out there, when I went to try and figure out, resend's phishing policy, they were kind of vague as far as I could tell on how to report phishing to them. Kind of what I was reading on their website kind of made it sound like that's not our problem. It's like, well, you're the platform owner. Yes, that is your problem. But those are, kind of two of the main, or a couple of the main things that we've got updates on. I really was hoping to have some more information to share with you about what updates there are for MOTUS, but frankly, there's not a lot. And so maybe this will not be a daily video podcast anymore, but just wanted to bring that up, and also wanted to remind you, please check out motusbugs.com. We've got 11 issues submitted there so far in the last day or so. Just working to get that out to our friends in the industry, so that we can have a centralized tracking system and really provide feedback to the FMCSA on here's the major bugs. I mean, they obviously know about a lot of these, but the more we can kind of give them specific use cases, specific carriers, that's going to help out a lot. We're still seeing tons of submissions both on the bug board and just from our friends in the industry, carriers that are calling us saying, hey, I can't even link to my existing DOT number. And so it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen with all these biennial updates that are due at the end of the month. Like, is MOTUS going to be fixed before the grace period's up, so that they can actually get those submitted? Are they going to have to go back to paper forms? Like, how's this going to work? And so we're continuing to press FMCSA for answers to these questions. If you've got any questions, please make a comment below, send me a DM, call us at 703-821-0000. I failed to say it at the beginning of the video, but I'm Ben with Don Norman Associates and Consultran, two different service bureaus that help carriers with their motor carrier operating authority, and then also do consulting with other folks adjacent to the trucking industry about carrier requirements around operating authority, and anything related to trucking regulatory compliance. So thanks for tuning in. Let me know what questions you have, anything we can do to help you with MOTUS through this tough time, and we'll see you next week.